By the way, friend, I respect you as a reactor. By the way, friend, I respect you as a reactor. By the way, friend, I respect you as a reactor. It's all about clout. By the way, friend, I respect you as a reactor.
Hey guys, how are you? I was like, the something weird just happened. I was like, what is going on with my setup? Hey guys, how are you? Happy Tuesday, y'all. What's going on? Greetings from North Carolina. Yes, hey. What's going on? Guys, I'm sorry. I had to find my glasses. You are in my vlog again. I always shout you out because I'm watching you all the time when I film. Oh, thank you. Do I give you some film inspiration? Yay! Hey, hi TT Turner, hi Lavish Landa, Ty Cherie, Pineapples, Latoy, Jessica, Dr. Amira, Capricorn Lady, Destiny 44. What is good? Let me scroll back. Guys, I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm trying to set the room up. No, just know sometimes like when I'm setting it up, like it opens the chat room for you guys, but like I'm not ready yet. I try not to do it too early because I don't want you guys to like be waiting on me and thinking like, what's going on? Um, y'all don't forget to hit the like button on your way in. You know, we got to hit that like button, guys. What did Erica Badu say? Cause did she remember when she said because I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit? Hit the like button for me. Um, let's see. Is it BG? Gosh, I feel like this is not clean. I hate dirty glasses, guys. That's one of my pet peeves. I gotta have my glasses gotta be clean. Is that BG? BG, that was you. Notification gang gang. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Universal Gypsy, Erica, what's going on? Antoinette, Amber. Can I see? Let's see. Guys, how are you guys today? Happy Tuesday. Guys, I was y'all. Yes, okay. Gotta have clean glasses. Um Sassy Millsap, how are you? Ms. OKC, Amers Low, what's going on? Lady V, what's up, Lady V? Um, Miss Coco, Pineapples, did I say hi? Victoria, what's up? TT Turner, I think I said hi to you already, but hey girl, 2 times. Destiny 44. I guess that's it for right now. It says 76. Hi bushes, hey bitches, what's up? Um, Shouts out to the people in the back. I guess the people in the back have been getting quite a bit of attention lately because girl, I don't I'm not sitting in the back. I don't see myself in the back. I'm chilling in the bushes. Whatever that might be. And I'm so sorry guys for eating, but we all gotta do what we gotta do. Right. I'm not in the back of nothing, okay? Let's not get it twisted. Mo B, thank you. Thank you. Guys, I'm very casual, even though I might look a little fancy. I actually just have on a t-shirt, just a white tee, but I put this cape, makes it look fancy, right? And gold jewelry, right? Hi Rashida, hello, how are you? Welcome. Anna's Antics, what's going on? You and the baby. Hi Alley Cats, T Lee, Moby, thank you, you're so sweet. Brown Sugar, what's up, girl? What's up? We got to get caught up. Because the other day I was like, I haven't talked to Brown Sugar in a minute. I haven't look, let me tell you something. I don't know who that is calling. It's always some randomness when I go live. Look, let's just let guys, I know there's some lady out there. Her name is Farah. Shouts out to all the Farahs. It's such a beautiful name. My daughter's Farah with one R, so don't get it twisted. Farah, stop throwing my name all around these YouTube streets. You act like you know me. My daughter is Farah with one R, not Farah, two R's. I don't know you, but you seem to know me well. Like you keep throwing my name around these YouTube streets like you're my agent or you're my manager. Before you start trying to book me for interviews, hey, don't give the interview to Fran. Girl, number one, I got to want to do. I'm not a slave to these YouTube streets. You guys forget that Tasha and I interviewed Olivia 2 years ago when she first went to Florida. I don't need to sit for an Olivia interview. I am happy to watch. You know, your girl takes it easy. I don't have to throw my hat in the ring and work all the time because your girl is well preserved and I do what I want to do. So at the end of the day, Farah, if you're out there trying to book me, then you might want to reach out to me. But yeah, I don't need you trying to get me jobs, boo-boo, or really and truly try to not get me jobs. But all you're doing is is actually sending people to my channel because they're like, who's that bitch Fran I keep hearing about? Who's that bitch in the back? They say is in the back, but she's really just in the bushes, right up under your nose. Okay, it's me. Okay. That's what it is. But yeah, I'm good. I'm good to just pay my $3.99 because guys, I got enough in my internet play money account. So girl, I could even pay the $19.99. I was paying $19.99 for a couple of months, but ain't shit was going on in that membership at the loyalty gang. So I was like, you know what? I have fiduciary responsibility to Bougie Gang, and we don't waste money. We like to spend money, but we certainly don't waste it. So I discontinued. But yeah, I can come back now. $3.99 is nothing. Okay, just like $19.99. Friend, she doesn't want you to. I wouldn't look good. That's okay. She's like, yeah, girl, bye. I'm happy to listen. I'm happy to listen. I don't understand why people think that would be something I would want to do. Y'all, I am here to tell the stories of the fuck shit on these YouTube streets. I really don't try to be part of the news, guys. So it's I don't know if it's I don't know, but people, yeah, guys, look, Miss Farah, girl, stop. Sarah J, I don't know. Go watch her video and read the chat. But yeah, she's soliciting people interested in wanting to interview her. Honestly, there's plenty of people out there, I'm sure, could interview her well. Miss Coco, do I? She stays dragging me. She's dragged me on more than one occasion. She's talked more shit than a little bit about my family. So, like, look, this is YouTube streets. So, fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck with you, okay? And if it's disrespectful, I don't know, Miss Coco. You know, um, I guess that's up for opinion. But yeah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah, we're good. Anyway, guys, really what I'm here to do is talk about the news, because you guys were asking, and I made sure that when I found out last night, I came to you guys immediately that fuck shit was in the mist when Gerard rolled into town to pick up his kids. Police department had to be contacted. Folks were not wanting to be compliant, and maybe she's gonna tell her story tonight. We'll see. We'll see. Guys, look, if you want to spend $3.99, go ahead. You know. I need to make myself a napkin. That Olive Garden salad dressing at Sam's is so good. Complete. Erica, a complete one. Yes. Look, did you guys see at the beginning of the live today? Like, literally, the camera comes on and she's up in smoke. So clearly Zola was in there. Somebody was in there. I mean, unless she let out like a big damn fart and like, I don't know what kind of smoke that was, but it looked like the vape smoke. She started coughing. She says she doesn't have a man. I don't know what's going on. If she's just like, look, let's just pretend that we're not together, but we are together. And hold on a second. You didn't see it from the beginning? Yeah, I mean, there was really nothing to see. Like I said, there was someone who was in the comments who said, don't give an interview to Fran because, or she said she's not going to give. Hold on a second. Let me get it. My thing is this. Why is my name even coming up? That's what I want to know. Please do not give the interview to Franny, nor the other reactors. They are already too obsessed with you, okay? Plus, they are haters. That's it. I don't know. Can she ever just stop putting on for camera? I don't know, Victoria. I don't know. Girl, last thing I am is this woman's representative. The thing is this. At the end of the day, did she say, oh, give Fran an interview, or I want to book Fran for an interview? But the thing is that Olivia mentioned no names, okay? And for someone who, this person I've seen before, just out of the, like, why even bring me up? If she's asking people to come out and throw their hat in the ring to interview her, let people do that. At the end of the day, I was not going to submit anything to interview her. Olivia knows where I'm at. And at the end of the day, if she wants me to interview her, then she could let me know that. But if that's the vibe that you're feeling, Farah, I don't know. But I would suggest this. It's kind of like one of those reverse psychology Jedi mind trick type things. Like you say what you don't want, like, I'm not going to sleep with you on the first date. And then you wake up the next day and you're just kind of like, oh my God, I can't believe I said I did what I said I wasn't going to do. Like, come on now. Your girl's not feeble minded, okay? Nor interested. So I'm good. So at the end of the day, it's okay. Yeah, I don't know. That's honestly, that's an interview I would not be interested in doing, honestly, because what's the point? What's the point? Because I'm going to tell you this, if you softball, it's going to be a problem. If you hardball, it's going to be a problem. Um, this is not a professional work environment. This is not a professional environment. And if somebody is wanting to prove a point, we don't know what someone's agenda is. Um, why make yourself a sitting duck to look stupid? Mm-mm. So I'd rather sit and enjoy watching someone else, and that's not even a consideration. So nor was I asked, nor am I considering. I'm addressing the elephant in the room, that there's someone named Farah who continues to be obsessed with me, and likes to throw my name out in various chat streams. It's just weird. Oh my God, Keisha and that damn nasty pink eye that she spread all over town. But the weird thing, I was in Brittany's live for just a little while last night, and I did not realize that Keisha was on Instagram trying to profile in that little bathing suit, which it was cute. It was a cute bathing suit. I was just kind of confused at the party. Like, honestly, look, we had a lot of fun. When I was Keisha's age, I was out here doing the most and having a good time. Okay. Um I didn't have 3 kids. I didn't have 3 kids and I wasn't living with my boyfriend. Okay. Um if I'd gone to a party and got dropped off by my man, and it was just strange. The party, nothing super strange about it, but I didn't see what's her name? The one who's married. I didn't see the girl who was married there. I saw Ashley, I saw Aisha, Jazz, but the other one, the one who's not married, you know the one I'm talking about, guys. All of you Keisha followers out here. Um it was it looked like they were getting ready to film a video, looking like an adolescent. Oh my goodness. Amber. Um it looked like they were getting ready to film like a Drake video, maybe. It was a beautiful house. I'm going to say this. The house was really nice. It was hard to really see the house because there were so many people, and lots of butts and lots of flesh, which, okay, it was a pool party, but the pool was not large enough to accommodate the amount of people there. And with so many people with their feet in that pool, I'd be damned if I would get in that pool and like submerge my body. Um, so many feet in that pool. Um, it was interesting. I didn't really see anybody dancing. I didn't see a lot of guys. I saw I saw a lot. I saw lots of boobage. And I'm just trying to figure out, like, did you not just say you were going to be in your apartment being real bougie with serving platters and making dinners and being like Keisha Homemaker? Now, there's nothing wrong with going to a fun pool party with your friends. I damn sure wouldn't have vlogged it like that, me personally. And you, anyone listening, I may sound like a hater right now, and maybe I am. I don't know, but if you are saying that you're going to be bougie, me personally, um, social distancing is out the fucking window in Atlanta. Social distancing, what? And if you live in Atlanta, tell me otherwise. But in the world that I see on that is the Keisha Kaylee channel, yeah, social distancing is not a thing at this moment. Well, I don't know if it's flip flopping, as in just do we know what bougie is? Okay. Because Toya called out very wisely some months ago when we saw a certain someone at a certain gas station um, not being bougie at all. Okay. Maybe people don't know what bougie is. Bougie certainly is not trying to flip nicks and dimes, and it's not being at what looks like a tip drill party. Um, and you're a woman with 3 children and a whole man that you call your husband, unless your whole man who's your husband is your manager and he puts you out like that. I don't know. Like, it was just I don't know. I don't understand, you know. There's nothing wrong. I mean, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with being at a pool party, and I don't think it looked sorted. It just, that damn Instagram. Hey Brittany, I almost fell out my bed when you showed Keisha's video and that strut. And then when she dipped it low and her little booty, I was like, girl, I would have had them, like, you had, look, I wasn't she gonna do a butt lift too, or not a butt lift, a butt enhancement, because that she's so tiny. I mean, she's, bless her heart. That's all I'm gonna say. Bless her heart. That little strut was, it was struggle. It was a struggle strut. Okay. Um, her boob job looks nice. Yes, a tip drill. It was interesting. Um, She said her nightmare was if someone came in with her same bikini on. She said, "Remember, Ashley, when we went to that party and that girl had on your same dress?" She said, "Oh my God, if I had someone had on my same bikini, I was about to die." I was like, they are so Southern, and I'm saying that in here in Charlotte, because we are Southern here too. Even though I am a Jersey girl, I've been here for a long time. But my goodness, I was like, girl, my God. And then when Jeremy picked her up, she was talking in the car. Clearly, she was a little tipsy. Oh, yeah, mom. She's a mom, 3 kids, whole man. And she just had her head leaned back so you could just pour in the vodka. Um, get your shot poured straight down your throat, like the stuff that we used to do in college, guys. The stuff that we used to do, like at Mardi Gras and things like that, where we'd be like, you better not tell nobody, never. Okay, no pictures, guys. Now it's just, I girl, you talk about being a judge. That's not going to happen no time, unless things just drastically change the next 10, 15, 20 years, which I know you're not going to be a judge. But if all of a sudden you just ended up in law school like Kim Kardashian, no ma'am, no, I don't see you as now. Don't, like, let's not be foolish to think that there's not judges and doctors and things like that who, we know the doctor in Atlanta who was getting down with Derek Jackson on her break. She was going outside and getting her brakes dusted off in the car a whole beautiful black Jamaican doctor. Okay. So shit gets real. Even professional women have their fun, right? Um, but my goodness, um, Keisha, you said you was getting ready to be real bougie with serving platters and doing dinner parties and things of that nature. Uh, mm-mm, no, I was kind of like, wow. Um, Wait till look, um, when you start doing stuff like going to the brownies and so Girl Scouts, your baby Girl Scouts, and when you start going to do events with your kids and people that you don't know, and really the adults that you meet are only like really like your kids' friends, um, they are judging whether that child is going to get dropped off over to your house for playtime or not. And if they think that you're doing the most, that's going to affect the socialness, your social calendar. Okay. Um, I know Atlanta's more of a party town, but yeah, I think that was like the emergency home, but aren't they getting something built or working on something? She said, I'm not gonna let y'all know my timeline. The other day, they've got something in the works. So she says, I don't know. I guess to me, I'm just kind of like a episode by episode person. I'm just watching as the episodes drop. I don't even care. Like, girl, it's just I'm not holding her to account for the past. It's like, okay, um my do she's tiny. She's a tiny person, so she's small stature, and I think she's like in the 90 something pounds. So she's little. I honestly, I need to go back and see when she was pregnant with the twins, because I can only imagine, was she on bed rest when she had the twins? And I know maybe she had them early too. She's a small lady, and to carry twins, that's amazing. Because I wasn't watching back then, but just knowing that she carried twins is pretty amazing. She lied. Her credit is bad. She owes the IRS. Lipstick Alley spilled all the tea. My goodness. Well, we know that Lipstick Alley will spill some tea. I mean, let's not. If you don't know, now you know. If you're not familiar, you can find Keisha's thread by just going to lipstickalley.com, and then you just go to Net Famous, and shouts out to the people in the Keisha thread. That's a thread that I do enjoy reading, and some of the threads that surround it. I think it's hilarious how these young ones are all fancy with charcuterie boards. Yeah, exactly. Now, charcuterie, if you have all the meats and you have like your pickles and your olives, and maybe that's antipasto. Um Charcuterie really is like your like prosciutto, ham, and maybe one cheese. If you do a cheese board, then you've got multi cheeses, crackers, fruit, right? So I would imagine, I'm not really up on the etiquette, but I do know the difference. If I ordered an antipasta, or if I ordered a charcuterie, or I ordered a just flat out cheese board. Cheese board, I would imagine, would have no meat. It would be all cheese, crackers, and maybe some of like that spicy jelly. Um, does anybody know the difference? I have not looked up the etiquette on that, nor did I really care. But yeah, I carried twins and was on bed rest for 6 months. Wow. Mmm. Amber says certified weirdo. My God. Okay. Okay. Miss Chin, do you know? I don't make any of them. Who told me? Oh, I have a sister-in-law. One of my sister-in-laws makes cheese boards and charcuterie. I don't know. I guess I could look it up, but I'm like so into my salad. This was our dinner from last night. It's just egg, onion, avocado, spinach, cucumber. It had tomato, but I ate them all. Um, See, this is how I make up for fried fish on a Sunday. Okay. I know I don't really run down with you guys how I eat during the week. Also, my God, guys, any of you guys who do HelloFresh, I am so behind on damn HelloFresh. Is that Cade? Hey, Cade, what's going on? Um, I am so behind on HelloFresh. I have 6 HelloFresh packages in my refrigerator. I've got to cook my ass off this afternoon because we just got a new HelloFresh box in, and I still have the HelloFresh from last week. But what I did was I'd already frozen the meat. When I got it, I knew I was like not up to cooking. What am I eating? I'm eating a spinach salad. It doesn't look amazing. This is what was left over from dinner last night. It's spinach, white onions, cucumber, egg, avocado, and it had tomato, but I already ate the tomato. And I'm hungry, guys. You guys know I normally don't eat with you guys like this, but I'm hungry. So, um, Dr. Amir, it's really good. Um, so Indira, tell me why. Was it too much cooking or you just didn't like it? Um, so Dr. Amira, like for instance, I made like a penne, and the thing that I liked about it, it was almost like a alla vodka. Excuse me. Um, it was like a alla vodka sauce, and I know it's not going to sound like amazing, but it had like shredded zucchini in it. I would never have done that. So like, see, so I buy for 4. So that's been plenty for us. And there's 2 adults, 1 child. Um, mm, Look, Lavish Landa, look. At the end of the day, cheating on a diet is not the end of the world. The self hate or the self loathing for doing it, that's not good. Own it. If you need, sometimes your body needs something. Now, if you have the discipline to fight through it, and I'm not calling you not disciplined, but what I'm saying is this: sometimes you either have to soak in that I'm going to cheat sometimes, or you have to create workarounds around the cheating. It's like anything. It's a discipline, and it can also be a ministry. If keto is like that important to you, you know how there's some people they would rather die than miss working out or their diet or something. Yeah, I'm not one of those people. But if that's how you feel, be just as passionate as, you know what, I just need a break. Give yourself some grace. If you've done well and you're not going to go crazy and you need something and your body is telling you you need it, you might actually need that item. There might be something in which you're getting ready to eat that your body might actually need. Could you make a better choice? Sure. Could you work on finding a keto choice to satisfy that need? Of course. So just, you know what I mean? Give yourself some grace, but also give yourself some options that maybe you don't have to feel so bad when you go off plan versus like, feeling bad about yourself, bad about what you did or what you ate, because hell, it, sometimes we just need what we need, right? Yeah. So if it's kind of I've heard some people call it like lazy keto, like they do most keto, but obviously keto purists would say that that's not keto. So you have to do what you feel comfortable with and what works for you. But we see a lot of self-loathing on these YouTube streets, and I would encourage any of you, yeah, don't engage in that because it's not good for your soul. It's not good for your soul. It's not good for your goals. And it's not good for the people around you. Nobody likes to be around a schlumpadump. No one likes to be around someone who complains and is negative all the time. That's a downer. That's called Debbie Downer, right, Susan? So yeah, we don't do Debbie Downers. So sometimes you just have to own it. Like, I had a piece of cake today and it was good. Now, I didn't have a piece of cake today. It's just an example. But it is what it is. You know, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Um, okay. I put my hubby on keto at the beginning of the month and he lost 9 pounds. Downside, more work for you. Yeah. I like a lot of the principles of keto. I really do. I mean, I can get with it, but it's not a plan long term that I think that I want to sustain. You know what I mean? Like, could I do it? I'm a very regimented person. I have to watch the replay, y'all. Have an awesome day. Bye, Cade. Take care. Um, it's one of those things. Welcome to everyone coming into Lashonda. In is it Indra or Indra? Indra mommy. Um, let's see. Anyone I missed, welcome. I just, I'm at a certain point in my life. I am happy. I'm happy and I want to be healthy and I like to eat good food and that's it. You know what I mean? Good food doesn't mean trash food. We eat a lot of vegetables. If you guys watch my shopping vlogs, I don't just buy shit we don't eat. I cook everything and we eat a lot of vegetables and I enjoy it. But do I go off plan? Of course. Um, but I'm going to enjoy my life. I'm telling you, like, and for you being on a diet, anyone out there, no one specific, that might be you enjoying your life, right? I just started again, but I'm drinking a nice big cup of water at this moment. But I have a sleeve, so I can't, as thirsty as I am at this moment, I can't even drink anything because if I do, I will have to shut this camera down, go to the bathroom because I'll be throwing up, just to be honest. So that is gastric sleeve life. You have to wait about 30 minutes till your food kind of clears and then also I have to take long pauses because I fill up really fast. So sometimes I'm just eating all day because it takes me all day to eat something. So it's like you got to start out early. Like in the morning when I get up and make my husband his lunch, I'm already drinking like a protein shake and that kind of gets me started. So then now dropping Farah off at camp, drop her off camp, come home, and then maybe I'm ready to. No, I take omeprazole, so I take a purple pill, the anti-acid, whatever. But I do get, I would have reflux if I did not take it. I have it for twice a day, but I only take it once a day. Yeah, Amber, a really good friend of mine has been keto for many years now. She's lost a ton of weight. She looks amazing. She's very passionate about like um, raw vegan eating. However, she's not a strict vegan. She's a little bit more vegetarian, but if the mood strikes, she will sit and down a steak. I mean, it just she enjoys more of the cuisine versus like, oh, she's a vegan. You know what I mean? So I think there's some people who just enjoy like the cooking, the recipes, things of that nature, but don't want to call themselves or give themselves a title, if that makes sense. Did they take your gallbladder out? I have not had a gallbladder. I didn't have a gallbladder prior to my surgery. That had nothing to do with it. I got my gallbladder taken out a long time ago. I don't even remember. Um, gosh, when was that? Gosh, it's been I always want to say, has it been like almost 20 years? Like, it's been a long time. Um, at least 15. I don't even know if I knew my husband when I got my gallbladder taken out. It's been a long time. So on keto, Chris, you have keto flu, or when you go back to eating regular, you go back more pescatarian. We don't eat a lot of beef, but I don't know what it is. I've been wanting beef, but I can't really eat like a steak. We got steak the other day and I had like 3 bites of it. I could not eat it. Farah won't eat it. Farah is like, she says she won't eat beef, but she'll eat a hamburger. You know what I mean? But for the most part, we do eat like a lot of fish and seafood. Um, but I did get some skirt steak, so like fajita type meat, that I might grill. And if I make enough vegetables, if I do like fajitas, Farah probably would do like the roasted vegetables. She might eat a little meat, but it just depends. If I throw some fish in there, um, she'll make fish tacos. They like when I do shrimp tacos. Um, but honestly, I don't even know why I bought it today because like I said, I've got 6 HelloFresh meals to cook. The thing I like about HelloFresh, what I'll say is this, is that it kind of does some different twists on meals. So like last week, we had something really good. It was like pecan encrusted trout. And then I mistakenly got the pecan encrusted chicken. So one, it taught me how to make the crumb for the pecan incrustation, whatever, the pecan, whatever. So it was really panko breadcrumbs, crushed pecans, and some Parmesan and some seasoning. So I could have put that together myself, I guess, but now I know. Also, a really yummy mustard sauce. The mustard sauce was amazing. Um, and then it was like with a lemon lime arugula salad. It was good. Um, and I did pick mostly either vegetarian or like pescatarian diet. So um, this box that I got some kind of protein. It looks like a ground meat, but it is I don't know what it is, but it's some sort of vegan something. Um, Thank you, Steph. I appreciate that. I do have a vlog channel, guys, for those of you who don't know. It's my first name, Francoise Vlogs. If you go to my front page, it's down, it's linked, so you can always get to it. But I'll do cooking vlogs and things like that. It's not really cooking demonstrations, more so like what we ate for dinner. So it'll be like a cook with me a little bit, but not like specific to, and put a cup of this and a teaspoon of that. So, because I do enjoy cooking. I think, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, guys, we were talking about Keisha for a minute. And yes, the video today was, oh my God. And when her wig came up, guys, and she was like, guys, she was drunk in the car. When I saw, okay, all right. So, guys, if you didn't watch it, watch yesterday's episode. It was like they were filming the Rex and Effect. That's all I could think of. Do you guys remember Rex and Effect? All I want to do is zoom, a zoom, zoom. Um, all those ladies in high cut bathing suits and butts and thighs and everything. I was like, my goodness, Keisha, what are you doing out there? And then when she was getting her drinks and everything, drink on. So I guess she got tired. She was ready to leave. Thank you, Tanya. I appreciate that. You're so nice. Um, okay, Yvonne, did you get your teeth cleaned or got a procedure done? Um, She was in the car talking. All of a sudden, you see Jeremy. You see a guy walking with some curly hair in the background, rump shaker. I was like, is that Jeremy? Next thing you know, I'm like, oh yeah, that is Jeremy. So he gets in the car and he starts taking off. You hear he didn't even say put your seatbelt on, which tells me they must not drive around with. We know Jeremy is seatbelt challenged, but Keisha, the minute that car started rolling, you should have been like, I don't have my seatbelt on, but maybe she cut that out. I don't know. It was like a 90s video. It was like a 90s. It was like 1998 revisited. Like I was waiting for Diddy and Biggie to walk in or something. It looked like they were getting ready to film a video. Okay. The one thing for me though is that like at a certain point, if you want a man, okay, so let's get to the point of today's video, right? If you want a man to treat you differently, you got to act differently. And I'm sorry, going out with your girls, if you look, Jeremy, I know is no angel, right? But if you want him to treat you different, if you want him to do different, if you want to feel different, no matter whether he comes around or not, because it's not all about what we wait on as women, it's what we decide to accept, right? Hypnotize, okay? Wasn't that his last video before he passed away? You're not going to make him change his mind about you other than change his mind that maybe this is how you partied before your surgery, but definitely I see a certain confidence builder. You feel good about your surgery, and that's nice. I thought she looked fine before the surgery, but now she's got the boobies and she loves to show them. At the end of the day, a man is going to have a hard time wifing you up acting like that. And a guy, or just dressing like that, or I don't know, your friends who don't have a man, you don't really need to do all that all the time. You know what I mean? Because keep in mind, they don't have a man. And maybe they do. Maybe they just don't talk about it. But I don't know. I just was kind of like, unless that was work. I know she was filming something, but I don't know. I found it kind of like, well, damn. Girl, what do you have on? I thought she was going to a swim party with Jeremy. I didn't know she was going somewhere where there would be like a bunch of guys, and you are basically like, I mean, I'm sorry, guys. You guys might think like, oh my God, Fran is so like old fashioned. I don't know. Sometimes I think swim pool parties like that are just excuses for guys to basically see the women basically not dressed. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, there were more women than there were men, and everybody had on like a cute, sexy bathing suit, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just like, why are you at a party with a bunch of what I'm assuming are singles, and you are a whole woman who has 3 children and a man at home, or a man that you want to be at home? Why wouldn't you just maybe go for a little while, or wear some cute, I don't know, something not as, let me show, I want everyone to see I got my surgery done. You know, I don't know. And maybe because they are young, and I know some of you might say 27 isn't young. It's not 37 and it's not 47. Okay. Things that we would do at 27, we definitely, some of us would not do at 37 and 47, just because like, it's like, okay, been there, done that. I'm not, so Capricorn, follow me. What I'm saying is this: if you want to be treated different and you want someone to act different, you might have to be different, right? Or in acting different, you might see, you know what, there's better out here. Maybe I want to do something different. You know what I'm saying? If you are going to engage in the fuck shit, then don't be surprised when someone else decides to do it. You know what I mean? So yeah, he runs the streets. So okay, I'm just gonna be basically I'm just gonna wear like a tit and vag cover to this to the pool party as the bougie socialite serving dinner party internet influencer that I say that I want to be. Okay, it just didn't to me the I wasn't like seeing everything align. You know what I'm saying? I just thought that the message and was not aligned. Um, period. I don't know. BG, you're saying what is false? It was in the beginning of the agreement. Are you talking about the agreement that is their relationship? She's trying too hard to be his type. Yeah, well, and you know what sometimes you have to realize is that um Jeremy, okay, this is just what I see, okay? Men have women that they're going to deal with, and then there's going to be the women that they're like he said, um yeah, he might have a particular type, but who is I mean, we know that the relationship is problematic, but he's got 3 kids with this woman and he chooses to remain with her. Now we know that there is a big asterisk um, in the case that he's got a baby with a whole nother woman, Lily, right? So I don't know. To me, I would be myself. If you are under the impression that he loves you and you want to change hearts and minds and have his focus be you, then be you. Don't be a version of someone else or a version of what you think he wants, because you're never going to achieve that. Because at the end of the day, you are you and they are that and they are themselves. We're just wrapping up. We were talking a little bit about Keisha and what's been going on over there. You know, she's post surgery. She got her boobs done. She's very happy with them. And I just see her doing a lot to get Jeremy's attention and for her to be like it for him. But what you have to realize is this. Sometimes you just have a cheating ass man, period, right? You have a guy who's just never going to settle down. He's never going to do what you want him to do. He's always going to do what he wants, and that's it. That that happens, right? And you have to decide, is that what I'm signing up for, right? Because it goes down to, like I said in the title, when you know you deserve better, right? Um, if she decides that that's not it for her anymore, then she can always walk away. But at the end of the day, if you want to be treated better, then maybe you need to act different. You need to conduct yourself as the woman that you want to be, not the woman that you think he wants. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because then when are you your true self? You're not going to be your true self if you're always trying to adapt and mold. Now, we as humans, I would, you know, we change, we evolve, we grow, we pick up new interests, we learn new things, we become a better version of ourselves. But if you think the better version of yourself is trying to match the last person that he cheated on you with, that's not a better version of you, because you don't even know who that person is. You just know what they look like, and that's the superficial. You know, you know what I mean? Like, there's ways to make a man love you more. We're not going to talk about that today. But I think going to a party like the party that she filmed, it wasn't like really horrible, but I think the nightmare is like when she was in Tulum, you know, you can't even get on a plane before people are talking about you potentially being paired up with some guy, being drunk, dropping your booty, all those things. That's not wife material. That's not someone who a man's going to wife up. And if you hurt someone's feelings bad enough and they are a little bit on the low the low self-esteem rung, and they are a man that acts out his low self-esteem by cheating, well, that may happen. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want someone to feel like their self-preservation is wrapped up in, well, I'm going to cheat on you before you cheat on me, or I'm going to just do what I'm doing because I know you're out here like acting cray. You know what I mean? I just, me personally, that's not a way to get a guy to break his foolish ways. Um, the way to get a guy to want to act better, and the cliche, um, you made me want to be a better man kind of thing, is by making yourself so badass that he's just in awe of you, and he sees like, damn, what am I doing out here? I'm looking and looking and searching, and I just I can't find what I'm looking for. And but what I think that I was looking for, I have right here the whole time. Men can change, you know, a dog can change, players can say, you know, I don't want to be a player anymore. There's plenty of guys who hang the player hat up, but you have to, that's a decision that they have to come to on their own. You're not going to visually trick them by getting big tits and a big ass and make them like, oh shit, I ought to wife you up because your ass is so fat now. I mean, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Um, let's see. Anyway, guys, so yeah, we started off initially talking about Olivia came live, Olivia from Lives Life, those of you who are not watching, guys, and trust and believe, my name was not the only one that was thrown out there to not do the interview. There were many people who threw out Paris's name to do the interview. So I don't know, because last time, you know, I think Paris has a certain opinion on Olivia, so I don't know. Maybe she would want to interview her. Maybe she doesn't. I don't know. Um, I know that she was amping up to, you know, do some commentary on her, but I don't think that that happened. I'm not sure, but girl, I would watch. You know what I'm saying? I would watch. Number one, because I'm not a hater, and number two, why not? You know what I mean? Why not? So yeah, I would watch that interview. Now, I think that again, I think Olivia, I don't understand. This is what I'm going to say. I don't understand the all of a sudden I want to be interviewed, because what story do you have to tell? You have a whole entire platform. Sit down and talk. Why do you need to be interviewed? You know, at the end of the day, what's the interview for? Like, are we selling a product? Yeah, we've already heard about that, and that there were some problems. Are we doing a tell all? Well, you said you're doing that tonight in members. So almost like pay-per-view style. So if you want to go ahead, get your membership pop in, she's supposed to be telling all tonight. What's the interview? And quite frankly, for those of you who don't know, I've already interviewed her. So she showed up on a live, myself and Tasha Marie, 2 years ago. So we talked to her. Yeah. So yeah, it's interesting. I know she had, you know, there was, uh, you know, situation when the kids went with their dad, and as Gerard stated, he did, you know, have to contact the police, and I guess she's going to tell us her version of the story tonight. Um, I'll be there. I'll be listening. Yeah. So let's see. Benzo, God, hydraulics. Oh God, hydraulic shocks. Is that what you're saying? Okay. Keisha doesn't have insurance. What do you mean, Lisa Baker? Who says that? Just what questions will she answer? I know nothing about it. I'm happy to just go and click on my screen and watch the interview. Okay. Thank you, Virginia. I appreciate that. Did y'all hit the like button? Yeah, it was I would just say this. I mean, last night when I saw the picture posted, I felt like, okay, I'm going to be honest. Um, there was a little sense of relief because I could only imagine as a mom not seeing my kid for a period of time and not necessarily being able to communicate as much as I would like to. And I'm sure that with all of the rhetoric and conversation revolving around how much of a crap dad he is from Olivia, which we know that that's not the truth. Um, we know that, look, these two have been through a lot and they've put each other through a lot. I don't think that either of the two are in the position to point fingers at the other because they've both done plenty. Um, this is probably definitely a relationship that ran its course, but I, in no way, shape, or form, believe that he's a bad dad. And I felt a sense of relief for him that he got to be reunited. I mean, really reunited with his children. I think it's so appropriate. It's Father's Day weekend coming up. And what better gift than to be reunited with your children and get to spend some time with them? Because it's very selfish to think that just because you two as a couple don't work out, that these children have to suffer and not get the benefit of two parents that love them because one parent decides they don't love the other anymore. Even though, yes, he did leave Florida and go back to Texas, but sometimes you have to preserve your sanity and maybe even your freedom, because at the end of the day, if you're dealing with somebody who potentially makes you want to wrap your hands around their throat, I'm putting words I'm adding spice to the situation, but someone who makes you want to catch a felony, or somebody who makes you want to talk to them ugly, or somebody who you don't want to disrespect in front of their children who happen to be your children. Sometimes you just have to be the bigger person and say, you know what, I gotta go. And if there's no better place than home, if Florida is not home, and it's become abundantly clear that there is no home here with you, my wife, why not get on a plane or bus or car or whatever he decided to do to go back to Texas where his people are? Why not? I don't think that makes him a bad person at all. And to me, I think self-preservation is key. You have to save yourself. And at the end of the day, he had to choose because, Olivia, honestly, in my opinion, as someone who does commentary on this channel, she has been squeezing his balls for a long time, and no man wants their balls squeezed beyond recognition that maybe you just don't have balls anymore. So I think he had to take a step for himself and get shit right so that he would have a place for them to come, that he would be set up, that he could be in a better place. And like he said 2 weeks ago, divorce papers filed, things in order. Someone's got to do it, right? She's not doing it. She has not said a word about filing for divorce. Anytime she said something about filing divorce, it's always like, next month, whatever. She's waiting for him. All those things. She was alive to talk about membership owning and got all those members today, and she's looking for money. She knows what she's doing. Well, of course. Yeah. I mean, look, it is what it is. I mean, this is a business. So this is a business. And if you are someone who's got members, I mean, I've got members. You can see, like, at the end of the day, you push membership. You don't have to push membership all the time. But if she has some information, like her boy, like her man, and decides that she wants to monetize it by way of membership fees, to do basically a kind of a, not a pay-per-view, but get everybody, it's just not going to be a good look if she goes live tonight or when she goes live tonight and she does not produce. If it's going to be juicy, then it needs to be juicy, because if it's not juicy, what's going to happen is you're going to see a lot of people quitting, and at the end of the day as well, excuse me, or in summary, excuse me, I hate saying that, yeah, you'll get $3.99, but that's all you're going to get. People might stick around for the month, but we know that she's had trouble getting her member content up, and it's going to be a quick money grab, but it's going to be a credibility loss, because membership is a relationship, and if you treat it as a money grab, that's how they're going to treat it for you. So if they spend $3.99 and you don't make good on your promises, then you'll have people who will just drop it after a while. Yeah, so the interesting thing is you have people who opted in for membership, but then now she's dangling the carrot of an interview. So will the interview potentially take place? Are there people in her inbox as we speak? I'm not in there. I'm not interested. I'm happy to watch and report on it. I no, ma'am. Mm-mm. If she interviews with Paris, good. But I can tell you this: I believe that not every person, I would think, in Paris's live don't like Olivia. But from when I've heard Paris discuss the three mommies, specifically when Olivia comes up, yeah, it's not a love fest over there. I think people see her in a certain light, and I don't know. I don't know what I mean. Like, will the butterflies be all too happy to receive loyalty gang gang? I don't know. We're just gonna have to see. If I mean, I would definitely be there for it. I would check it out, period. Okay. I just don't know that everybody over there at is it Raw Talk Nation is here for Olivia. Like, you know what I mean? I think she'd do better finding one of those positive recruiters, excuse me, what am I saying? Positive reactors, whatever, to do the interview. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, girl, bye. It's different though. You got members only, but you don't like her. So I've never said I don't like Olivia. Olivia makes herself not likable. I have no real feelings in that direction. The only feelings that I have towards Olivia, I would say, are just doing weird shit, like trying to put stuff out there that's just not true. What's his name? Hold on. Please forgive me for not Kwame Brown. I was gonna say Brown, but anyway, Kwame was like, people love to see a black man get arrested, okay? People who will, like, just the low-hanging fruit. In her thread on LSA, there's people who do not like me, and I mean on period, okay? Any attempt to like loathing, okay? What I'm going to say is this: taking information that the people that are putting in your thread about me and then redistributing that was low. You know what I mean? People love to talk about a black man getting arrested, but when charges are dropped and things like that, you never hear an update, right? So I don't, we're not friends. I don't know that woman. I don't dislike her. If I had a true disdain for her, there's people I don't like on these YouTube streets, and I don't go to their channels. I'll tell you that. Even for a bag, okay? There's not that much of a bag that I could talk myself into to consume content of someone that I don't like. So, Yeah. Why bother? You know what I mean? Like Olivia, the reason why Olivia doesn't like me is what I'll tell you is this, because number one, yeah, I'm extremely observant, and I think that I get a lot right, to the point that she has had conversations with people to find out if those people have shared information with me who have not. Because I listen, I watch the channel. I'm not stupid. So when I'm putting my theories together, this woman thinks for some reason that people are feeding me information, but girl, you feed all the info, you tell it all. You tell it all. And to think that people don't notice your lies and inconsistency is ridiculous. Um, But keep in mind, guys, we're dealing with someone who I don't believe made it, like successfully completed eighth grade and stopped high school in ninth grade. Am I right here, guys? You guys correct me if I'm wrong. So we're dealing with, there's a lot that we learn in high school, guys. Um, Not trying to down anyone, but anyone who left school and had to go back and get their GED, there was a lot of learning that was missed. And even in getting the GED to get down your basics of what you need to get your GED, you miss a lot, right? So if you leave school freshman year, that's a lot. That's just I mean, I don't have, maybe someone can ask that question in the interview and get that validated. Word on the street, it's ninth grade. So that would probably be one of my first questions if I were to have an interview, right? Um, Tell us about high school. Why was it hard? Tell me why. Tell me about these talking points of not black enough, not white enough. Why do you feel not accepted? Do you accept yourself? Okay? That's what I would want to know. Why is there always this conversation revolving around certain topics? Okay, Amber. Um, yes, BG. I do. Who was I talking to the other? I don't think that person is in the chat. I honestly, I said, look, we were talking about something else because I do have conversations, baby, right? I do have conversations on other topics, right? So we were talking, and I said, look, okay, this is X. Now let's solve. Okay, so we've got A, we've got B, we're gonna take Z, we have X. I'm telling you, I use algebra and just theoretical algebra in my head all the time. Um, it is what it is. Um, a mind is a very terrible thing to waste. And if you don't think math and things like geometry and biology and things of that, all of the things that are basics to get our high school diplomas are not critical for your success in this life. Even if you don't make it to college, it's essential. It's essential to develop your thinking. And we all know this, right? Okay, Amber? Okay. So, yeah. So guys, yeah, this isn't like a read session or anything, because we know Olivia can't read. Okay, girl, bye. And I mean read like YouTube streets read. Reasoning, rationalization, critical thinking. If not, then what? Forethought. You know, it's interesting. I think she's listening to a lot of things. When she gets to listening to like her spiritual podcasts or videos, and we hear a little bit of like introspection and being retrospective, but we never see an action plan. We never see anything trying to rewrite that wheel. It's always just kind of back. There we go again. You know what I mean? It's very interesting, but at the end of the day, she is someone who does not like to be discussed, but as someone who gives so much attention, honestly, me personally, I don't watch reaction videos about me. You will never see me in places where they're reacting or talking about me. I just don't go. Why would I? You know, when someone has a high self-esteem, and not out of the stratosphere, egotistical, normal, right? It should bother you to listen to things that are against you, that defile you, right? It is not normal, like as in Jasmine and Olivia, who sit and, from what I understand, consume reaction videos like us. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Yeah, Universal. Yeah, that was awful. That was awful. Yes. That was awful. Um, but explain. Okay, X Factor Keisha. Okay, Keisha has a. But we know that she studied theater, and God bless all of our theater majors. Okay, so everyone can mispronounce a word or use it creatively. We know that Keisha gets a little creative with her vocabulary. It's interesting, but look, it's a mindset. I think I think at a certain point in your life, you have to be okay with being by yourself. Okay, and I think that once you accept that being by yourself is pretty awesome and that life can be amazing, it's also very amazing how your life will change and how the right people start presenting themselves in front of you, or people who want to be there will be there, because it's not from a standpoint of self-preservation and need. It's because of want and love. You don't want someone who wants to be with you because they don't have any place else to go. Okay, you don't want people to be with you just because, yeah, I guess I will. You want a man to propose to you because that's what you want to do. Did we not hear Strong Mommy Chrissy yesterday talk about um, the little trinket rings that she's been wearing, and people had the nerve to think that she was actually engaged? Um, and she talked about that she had to buy her own ring before. Well, where did that get you? That got you left. That got you with a husband who took off, who's since had a baby, is in a whole nother state, won't speak to you, and has you in a state of limbo because you can't pay a couple of $100s to file for a divorce, but you will go run to Sam's and go buy a seafood boil for 9 children and another adult man. And that could have been the money to put towards an attorney filing some paperwork for you, or doing the research and filing it for your damn self. But you'd rather hold on to like a sham of a marriage for what? Tax purposes? I mean, what the fuck? You're married, and how are you even formulating your lips to talk about marrying another man when you are married to another man? Like, come on, girl. I would be like, y'all, come on. We'll talk about that at another time. I'm married to homie the clown. And once that's settled, I'll let you guys know. That way, that can open up for my man to wife me up the right way and actually ask me to marry him when I am free and able to actually accept a marriage proposal. I mean, I guess her man can propose, but who proposes to a married woman? And what married woman accepts a marriage proposal while still married? Okay? Yeah, No Guidance. Okay? One of my favorite songs. Like, seriously? But if you continue to do silly stuff, like be out here in the world on your we hand instead of your me hand, why don't you put your jewelry, if you love wearing it on your ring finger so bad, why don't you put it on the hand where it doesn't matter as much, which is your me, me, where you buy jewelry for yourself. And so, yes, it hits different on your ring finger because guess what? You know that wearing a solitaire or a band on this finger tells the world that you're married. So is that Chrissy's kind of anti-venom to like her weakness of men, for men to see that she's got a ring on, so that number one, I've got a man, and number two, please don't talk to me because I don't want any temptation because I can't control myself? I mean, what is that? I would ask the same thing to Chris and Jasmine. Like, why do you guys need to play with the world or your community by wearing these meaningless rings on the finger that is widely known and accepted all over this globe as the finger where you tell the world that you are not available or that you are promised to someone else? Why would you even bother to do that? It's whack. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. I mean, it's crazy. Does Chris have kids? Chris has 3 children. He's got 2 in Austin, 1 in Houston. Okay. Positively blessed, absolutely. Excuse me, guys. Um, Olivia's got Zolo over there going to get her monostat. That's not something you ask your boyfriend to go do. I don't care if your kitty cat was on fire. Get your ass in that car and go get your own feminine hygiene products. That is barely your man. Okay? Jasmine over there got Chris running in the snowstorm to go get her tampons. Were you in the hospital or something? Like, you can't, I mean, okay, so it was the snowstorm. Okay. I'm going to let her have that one. Why don't you have a supply of tampons? I mean, you're 29 years old. You know that you're going to get your period. I'm telling you, some of these ladies need a Sam's card, okay? Instead of memberships, you guys need to get together. Any of you guys out there that are loyalty gang, can you buy these women Sam's cards so they can load up on sanitary napkins and tampons, please, and douches? Period. You thought his kids were what? In a different state. Word on the street is that the little girl and her mother are in Houston. Okay, that's what I've based on. It's not even really word on the street. Houston. You got a period. Why don't you have feminine supplies? Okay. Thank you, Firebird. I appreciate that. Thank you. I just lifetime supply of Norforms for I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I just see some people doing things that they say they want one thing and they want to do another. You know what I mean? I mean, when I was in my 20s and my 30s, I was the friend who dated And all my other friends always had a boyfriend. Most of those friends now are single. They're either divorced or not single like they don't have anybody, but single as in unmarried, okay? And maybe through divorce or whatever, right? Um, I'm a Virgo, so I'm just gonna preface that. I've always been super duper picky. Um, if I wasn't gonna get what I wanted, I really wasn't interested. So like, I mean, I wasn't really like ever just looking for just kind of like, oh, nice to meet, like a POF type situation. I never was looking for that. So I always got feedback like, you're a relationship girl, whatever. Um, I just held out for what I wanted, you know? I mean, I would go out, I had dates, friends, things of that nature, but at the end of the day, I held out for what I wanted. And honestly, um, when I wasn't getting what I wanted, I had to kind of look at myself to see like, okay, what am I not what's going on? What do I need to do to get what I want? And one thing, I will have a honest moment with you guys about myself. One thing I had to realize as a woman and as a young woman, I was too nice. So, somewhat of a pushover. And I think when I was in college, I did have a serious boyfriend. I told you guys about this a long time ago. I had a serious boyfriend, and that I loved very much. Brought him home. My parents like literally thought I was getting married. That did not happen. He actually went back home, and I did not know, but he married someone else like a year later. Right. I was very hurt. I didn't find out right away. Um, I moved here, so he moved back to the state that he was in, and I moved back home, and I ended up moving here to North Carolina, and I found out, um, well, rewind. So I moved here, and we would keep in touch here and there. I did not know, he was dating someone, maybe even that he was engaged at the time. I really didn't even know. Um, I had just moved here. Maybe a few months later, he came to visit me, and that's when I knew it was like really, really over. But I found out it was really, really over after he left. And I called to just kind of check in to see, like, hey, how was your flight? You made it back home? Maybe it was like the one that got away type of thing on his part, that I don't know why he felt like he needed to come visit me, but homie wasn't living there anymore. I ended up speaking with his mother, and she was like, "Oh, wow, oh my God, I haven't talked to you in so long." Da, 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 da. Life had drastically changed, and I never spoke to that person again. Um, One day I have to tell you the whole story, but it's too long for me to tell you right now. But it was a shock to my system. But anyway, fast forward, he married this girl like maybe 6 months later or something like that. But at the end of the day, I felt like I discovered about myself along my path that I was a little bit too nice. Um, And I've always been like a laid back person. I've never been kind of like the in your face, you must tell me what you're doing. You work for me, you report for me type of girl. I think that early on, I think I was maybe more mature than I knew that I was. And maybe at that age in my life, maybe guys were used to girls like, kind of, where are you going? What are you doing? Can I come? Da, 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 da. I've always been somewhat of an introvert. So I've always been very secure with myself, enjoy my own company, can keep myself busy for hours, and never really had to have someone like right up under me to prove that they loved and cared about me. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Maybe I was just the type of girlfriend that gave too much freedom. So somebody who wasn't necessarily serious about being like a honest boyfriend would take that as like liberty to go and not really be a good boyfriend. So those were just like some things I had to learn. Was asking for what I wanted, things like that. And I really feel like once I really learned to ask for what I want, really articulate what I wanted in a relationship and what I needed in a relationship, it was like I got it like immediately. It flipped like almost the next day. So, I think my big lesson in life was to learn how to really not have expectations on people. It's more so ask for what you want. People are not mind readers, and you have to tell people what you want and what you need in life. And if you want to date someone, telling someone, or if you want to be with someone, telling them that friends with benefits is okay is not okay, because you are selling yourself short to accommodate what you think the other person wants. Or maybe you lied to yourself thinking that friends with benefits was okay, but really and truly now you've caught feelings, but the person is still just in for a good time. You know what I'm saying? So, um, you have to be really honest with yourself. If you find yourself out here in the world not getting what you want, are you asking for it? Are you requiring it? Are you willing to walk away and be by yourself because you're not willing to settle? You're not willing to be one of many. You're not willing to not have a commitment. You are not willing to be disrespected. You have to be ready to walk away and say, you know what? My happiness supersedes anything, because there's nothing worse than being in a relationship with someone who's pissed off at you because they don't have what they want. Okay? It's awful. It's absolutely awful, and we see it all the time on these YouTube streets. We just do. Yeah, Life with Taylor, excuse me. That's a bad thing, because even if your man knows you very well, at the end of the day, you have to tell people what you want. Like it's leaving clues about Christmas isn't going to get you everything that you wanted for Christmas, right? If your man asks you, what do you want for Christmas? Tell him what you want, even if it's outlandishly expensive. Have some grace about his pockets, because maybe his pockets can't afford what you want, but maybe give a wish list of things that he can certainly afford, and something that maybe if he's willing to go out and get that second job or dip into his account, he might find for you. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to ask for what you want, um, because you're just going to be disappointed. And again, like I said, if you let someone think that you're okay with just hooking up every now and again, but you're not okay with hooking up now and again, you are lying to yourself and to that person, because when he moves on and says, well, she just wants to fuck, basically, I didn't know you really felt that way. That's not a good place to be. Anna, yeah. It's you have to have some truth moments with yourself. You have to kind of have a lot of times us women, we are raised to be nice and accommodating. We want to be flexible. We don't want to miss opportunities. People tell us, there's nothing wrong with tempering your expectations. And I think, to me, it's more having some grace. You're not going to ask a guy with a modest salary for a millionaire's home. Your husband works hard, he makes a decent salary, but he's not a millionaire. Yeah, you don't need to maybe go looking at 5,000 square foot homes. Now, if you guys are dream shopping and are just like, one day, um, I'm going to put you in a home like this. One day I'm going to give you everything that you want. He doesn't know how to work towards his dream of making you happy if you don't tell him. There's nothing wrong with saying, this is my dream home, and or my dream ring or my dream whatever, because sometimes that gives men the energy to say, you know what, let me go and apply for that promotion. Let me do this or that. Sometimes people need a little bit. Do you see how sometimes men will step up once that baby comes? Some will step out, but the good ones step up. Okay. And sometimes just how the increase happens in your life when you have children or when you get married, when you kind of promote yourself in life and you start sharing those dreams and those dreams start to become reality. Like, I never thought we would be able to do this, that, and the third. Or remember when we didn't have anything, but you always knew you were going to have more and there was always a plan, and that you were honest with each other. Those are the things that will make a difference in your life. Lying to yourself is the worst, and holding back from someone that you love is probably just as bad. It just is. Of course, there's things that you need to keep for yourself sometimes because, we are individuals. So you may have an individual hope and dream that's just sacred just for you. And one day you might be like, babe, let me tell you something. When we went to Disney and we didn't take we got to Disney. Instead of taking the train into the Magic Kingdom, we rode the boat. And when I saw Cinderella's castle, I had tears in my eyes. I wanted to go to Disney my whole entire life. My parents never took us to Disney, and I'm not mad at them or anything. And it was so wonderful to see Cinderella's castle in the distance and to be able to do things like that for our daughter, take her to places that we didn't get to go on those vacations. Like, we went to the beach and went and did things. And sometimes, my parents were from Haiti. So sometimes my vacation would be a family trip to Haiti, right? Which was beautiful. And I certainly did appreciate it. But getting to go to the Magic Kingdom is probably never anything that I was like, babe, I want to go so bad. But when we were supposed to go the first year, there was the hurricane. Remember they had the hurricane in Houston? We had our tickets. We were all ready to go that year, but everything got canceled. So we ended up going the following year, which I think was 2019. We were supposed to go 2018. Yeah, I need to go back Lavish Land and myself, actually. I still have a lot of family there. I've a lot of family in Florida, actually. But yeah, we wanted to, so we ended up going in 2019 and it was amazing. It was so amazing. Oh, it was just the best. And, I don't know that I'd ever really told my husband like how bad I wanted to go to Cinderella's castle and go to Magic Kingdom. And as it just got closer and closer, oh my God, it was like a dream come true. It really was. But just being able to do those things has been like such a blessing, and to have someone who co-signs my silly and I co-sign. Yes, Labadi is absolutely beautiful, just absolutely gorgeous. So I think it's almost like one of the it places to go now in a way. It's amazing. But yeah, guys, it's look, when you know you deserve better, you don't take anything less. And I think, one of the things that you will find that you will not do when you know that you deserve better is lie to yourself. Lying to yourself is probably one of the worst things, and settling. And I don't mean like when people talk about settle down, I mean settling for less than what you actually really want. If you go in to the MAC counter and you want Spite, or you want what is that other color that everybody loves? Velvet Teddy. And they offer you Oh, reverence. Okay. They offer you reverence. But you came in for some velvet teddy. Are you going to settle? Or are you going to just say, okay? Does that analogy work for you guys? When Olivia 2 weeks ago, when Zolo drug her ass all up and down the YouTube streets, and she says, I want a rich guy. But you're still with the guy who lives at the rehabilitation, whatever place. Shouts out to anyone in recovery and trying to change their life, and because addiction is a powerful thing. And we know that Zolo's life probably hasn't been super easy, but at the end of the day, you said you want a rich guy. And it's maybe not all about money. Maybe it's about security. It's about somebody who's got enough money to take care of you. It's about a lot of different things. But when you choose to continue to accept less than what you said that you want, Strong Mommy Chrissy has talked about that too. She even talked about it a couple of weeks ago when she talked about, I knew that my husband was not who I really wanted. She liked him. She may have even loved him. She made babies with him. But she said that she had an idea in her mind of the man that she wanted, and he was not it. But she settled for less than what she wanted. And look how it turned out. Guys, I don't care how old you are. If you're a bad bitch, look at Naomi Campbell. She just had a baby. She's 50 years old. I don't know if she had it like naturally or she had it through gestational surrogacy or whatever. But at the end of the day, she's a mommy at 50. Okay. And that's a beautiful thing. So she had her career. Maybe she didn't. Maybe part of not settling for her was that she wanted to finish out something that she started on top. And she wasn't willing to give up her career to be a mommy at that point. But maybe she decided, you know what? I'm going to be a mommy someday, but it's not going to be today. But I'm going to just, you know what I mean? Like everyone's got their own timeline, and everyone else, yeah, some people are grandmas, right? People like to call me old out here on these YouTube streets, but I guarantee you half the chicks calling me old, girl, bye. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? And I'm not full of myself. I'm just very realistic, because let me tell you something. My mother was very beautiful. And if someone could tell me that I look half as good as my mother did when she was 50, my mother was a baddie. Okay. And let me tell you something. If I look as good as my mom looked at her age when she was 50, like her overall, girl, bye. You can't tell me anything. You can call me old if you want to. Okay. I had a daughter at 40. I got pregnant. I gave birth. And I experienced something that I wanted. And I was very fortunate to do so, because I held out for what I wanted rather than being nervous and being thirsty and desperate. When the right guy that I knew it was right, and I didn't have aches and pains or an upset stomach, I wasn't like looking out the window trying to figure out the next time he was coming to see me, or twist someone's arm to be with me, contrary to the word on the YouTube streets about my relationship. It's just so funny, how people will pick apart something that's actually good, but celebrate dysfunction and fairy tales, because there are some women on these YouTube streets who actually have fairy tale relationships. They just don't even really exist. They're making something out of nothing. They're making like $1 out of 15 cents, and they are settling like a mug. Okay. They are selling themselves short, and they are sold out. Okay. Just so they can have some penis in their bed, which you can get from anywhere. And just to say you got a man walking around with fake engagement rings and bogus wedding bands. And then the ones who are married kind of like, oh yeah, am I married? Oh my God. With these crazy relationships. And why can't you meet a decent guy with no felonies? Yeah, because you're a whole married woman. And decent men don't date married women. Okay? That's it. Ran through. Okay, Lavishland. I mean, no tea, no shade. At the end of the day, I'm sorry. It might not feel nice, and I might be a whole entire bitch right now. But at the end of the day, if you're married, you need to look to the left or to the right of you. And if you've got a man who is all up in your grill and you are a whole married woman, he's not shit. Trust and believe. He might be a nice, ain't shit dude, and he might be damn basic ass Chris Brown. But at the end of the day, he still ain't shit. Because if he was the shit, he wouldn't be with you. Because men who are highly sought, yeah, they don't deal with married bitches. They just don't. You know why? Because they know that they're good enough to have a woman all to themselves. And husband won't be coming to town to come pick up some kids with the sheriff, okay? Because maybe you two will already have an agreement. All right? I'm going to leave it at that, guys, because I got to clean up a little bit before I go get my munchkin from the camp and handle my business. But guys, I love you guys so much, and that's the only reason why I come on here and talk to you guys about this stuff, because honestly, if I could save one woman from wasting their time, wasting your pretty, wasting your smarts, wasting your money and your resources, wasting your rickety rackety Mercedes Benz that will get crashed by some people who don't have driver's license, who drive cars, do you think they give a fuck about how they drive the car? Did you see how fast and free Zolo was driving with all the windows down and the sunroof open, live streaming? What? Girl. A mess. I wish I would let some guy who now you're not even calling your boyfriend drive my vehicle, allegedly that was paid for, but we know it's got a note and we know it's in Gerard's name. Let him drive the car on a live stream and has no driver's license. Real Reactors Reactions. I am new to YouTube, guys. How are you new to YouTube and you got a whole name called Real Reactors Reactions MRTV? That's, I mean, you found a niche that I would never have known about. I was on YouTube years and knew nothing about reaction videos. But that's cool. Welcome, 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 and enjoy the ride. YouTube is an interesting place. I never knew this type of this sector existed when I used to just be watching like my handbag videos. And oh, new to me. Okay, thank you. You said new to YouTube. I thought you said, let's see, because there is someone out here. Let me see. Well, welcome, Real Reactors Reactions. I am a new YouTube, guys. Okay, so what you're saying is you're a new YouTube channel. Is that what you're trying to tell us? That you have a new YouTube channel? Is that what you're saying? There I go, misreading comments again. To the person who had to say that, next time you have a live stream with a couple of hundred people in it, send me an invite, okay? You've got my email address. Send me an invite, and I'm going to see how well you manage being charming and talking to lots of people simultaneously while reading not complete sentences, okay? All right? Okay. People are so, like, nasty and rude. Olivia Pope, I beg to differ on that. I'm going to say little brain. Hi, Shea Butter. How are you? Guys, is it Tina Toma? It's going to get repoed. Yeah, watch her stop paying to try to ruin Gerard's credit. You know what? You know what's going to happen. This is what'll happen before it gets repoed. If the note is in his name, right? All he has to do is call the note holder, and if they decide to repo the car, repo it into my possession. My crazy wife in Florida has it. If you send it to me, I'll make good on all the payments. I'll get it caught up, and I'll even split the difference with you to send it back here. Or go pick it up like she got yours. The decrepit lady from the trailer park, probably. You know who needs to do the interview? This is my recommendation. If she can't get Paris, which honestly I think Paris is too good to interview Olivia. That's just my opinion. I think she's too badass. Okay. That would be a downgrade. I'm sorry. Um, get Quinn and Jackie. Let me tell you, honestly, I would probably enter the chat at that moment. Let Quinn and Jackie do the Olivia interview. Drop the mic on that. That would be perfect. Because, they will ask a bunch of embarrassing questions. They'll ask a lot of stuff. If they get up there and kiss ass, well, they just do. What do we expect? But they're in Tampa. They could go meet up at like some restaurant. I mean, they're very local to Olivia. Yes, Amber. Let Jackie, did you email Olivia yet? Jackie or Quinn, go ahead, email Olivia. I want to see a Clout Chasers Live Life interview. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. And Jackie, maybe you guys could relate on that high school diploma GED tip. Yeah. Yeah, I think Paris is too good. I mean, she's too, she's bougie. You know what I'm saying? Butterfly Gang, or Raw Talk Nation, excuse me. No, we just watch that stuff. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, but if Paris did it, I would watch. I really would. But I think Paris would probably be like, ew, I wanted to itch the whole time. Yeah. Mm-mm. I don't watch it, Taylor. I don't. Those two tell one they forget about too many lies. They have built a platform off of lying about me. I don't. Now there have been a couple of times where people will basically tell me there's something I need to see, but as far as no, I don't do that. Because guys, my motto: reaction videos are about you, they are not for you, right? So Jasmine, Olivia, if you're watching right now, shame on you. You should not be watching. My content is absolutely not for you. It's for Loyalty Gang and it's for the Jazzy fam, but it is not for you. Okay. Yeah, people threw her name out, like Paris. She's like, "Oh, who's Paris Harley?" Because the name sounds fancy. But yeah, girl, you're not fancy. Remember, you're not Olivia and Jasmine say they are not fancy. So if you're not fancy, you don't need to be with the fancy glam hosts. And I would call Paris like fancy glam, So, nobody said they want to do an interview. She is asking the interview community out here at large to throw your hat in the ring. Yeah, let Ming interview her, okay? As a matter of fact, I have something I need to post. I have a video where Ming and Olivia were both doing like get ready with me. They were talking and doing their makeup. It was pretty funny. I don't know if you guys ever saw this, but I'm going to post it. I need to post that. No, I think she was talking about it because I think she wanted to talk Three Mommies. I think she had talked Jasmine one time, but all the Keisha stuff happened. She'd mentioned doing Three Mommies. She passed over Jasmine because Jasmine obviously had way too much going on. And she saw what was going on with Liv. I think a lot of people had bubbled up Liv to her. I'd be surprised if she's paying attention to, maybe some of the stuff that has recently happened. Look, I think it would be a good interview because definitely she's got a lot going on. But Olivia is a very immature woman. And I think if questions are asked, I don't know how open she would be, how open she'd be willing to be. And I don't know. We'll see what she talks about tonight in her members only. So guys, I will let you know. I'll let you know. Guys, you will definitely know when I know, that. And I'm put it like that. So oh my God, the Shanita, when Shanita read her cards, but did everything. I wish that Shanita still had that posted. I don't know if anyone's got it posted. I would love to see that and for us to watch it as bougie gang, to see, because Shanita did those readings. I miss Shanita. Shanita, if you're out here watching, girl, thinking about you, and I hope you're doing well. I love Shanita. She's such a sweet, she's a Virgo, so right? She's a Virgo, right? I get Virgo vibes from her. I think Paris is a Virgo too. Isn't it funny how many Virgos there are on these YouTube streets? YouTube, you got to just be a bitch. I'm sorry. You just got to. I'm sorry. No offense, no tea, no shade to anybody. If you're not, it's hard to be on these YouTube streets if you are not bitchy AF, okay? You have to not give a fuck and you have to be bitchy AF, okay? That's just it. And Virgo, yeah, you're well suited because we don't, even if we care, we're not gonna let you know. It'll be years later, like, what, years ago somebody really hurt my feelings, and I'm telling you with like a big smile on my face because girl, I am recovered from that. Delivered. Okay. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go because now I'm just rambling and talking my ish and being silly. But yeah, I love talking to you guys. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. Take care, have a good afternoon, and I will see you guys, I'm sure, like tomorrow. Why not, right? You're on the treadmill. Okay, Liv will allow because it's not on her credit. That's what low lives do. I'm sorry, anyone out there, if you've done that, but low lives who use other people's credit, that's a low life move. You can recover from being a low life. Again, stop lying to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a good life, right? There's a lot of pride in, we'll talk about that another time. There's a lot of pride in doing for yourself and being able to see your accomplishments and be like, I did that. I did that, So people take that as gloating and bragging. It's not. It's celebrating and high-fiving. And we need to do a lot more of that. Hold it all back, okay? Someone's calling me spam. Okay, guys, I'm going to see you guys later.